Hi everyone. This video aims to give you a more comprehensive understanding of how to code and at sentence or paragraph level in Chinese. So let's start with the coding symbols. So the first one's here, it's like straight line. It means meaningful pauses. So in Chinese, we don't have those pauses, natural pauses, and as English, and we have to know in our mind which two characters combined together is one word, and which two are not, which two are supposed to be separated. So we have to have that concept in mind. But for kids, they have to practice that from the beginning, using those straight lines to remind them, oh, those two words are together, the other two characters are not. We will talk about this later when I give you actual example. So the second one, like a sun, it means new vocabulary. If I see, or if a kid sees new vocabulary we learned in 5th grade in this text, she or he is supposed to draw a sun above it or around it. So next one is a question mark. It means I don't know this character or word. So when a kid is reading, if he or she doesn't know this word, it's fine. He can just or she can just put a question mark above that word or character, and he or she can just take a guess or come back later. So she or he won't be struggling over it too much. So next one is a check. So I draw one check here, but when you're coding, you're supposed to draw two checks at the beginning of the sentence and by the end of the sentence if you understand what this sentence talks about. And another one is exclamation point. If I don't know this sentence, I will put an exclamation points at the beginning of sentence and at the end of the sentence to show, oh, I don't really understand what this sentence talks about. So last one is a star. So when we're doing reading questions and maybe a quiz, reading quiz. If you can find the information from the text, you will put a star on that place to show the teacher, oh, I found information here instead of the other places. So that's basically our coding symbols, and I will give you an actual example how those symbols work. Actually, the example is here. I give you as in English, so you can have a better understanding of how those symbols works, so you can help your kids at home. So you can see I already coded the sentence. You might notice that I purposefully wrote this sentence in a weird way by not having those spaces between those words, because that's how Chinese sentences will look like when you look at the real Chinese sentence. There's no meaningful pauses to tell you this is a word, that is a word. We only have characters like box, 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 characters, so we have to figure out which two characters combined together is a word. That's why it's very important for students to find the meaningful pauses. So by using the lines like a line, beautiful, line, queen, line, was, line, sewing, line. So after each word, students have to do lines to show themselves or show the teacher that's a pause. And the question mark means I don't understand those words. And if needle is a new word we learn recently, they have to put a sun mark around it. And the two checks means, oh, I understand what this sentence talks about. But if I put an exclamation point, that means I don't know what this sentence talk about. So that's pretty much about coding. If you have any questions, please email me, contact me. I will help as much as possible. Thank you.